Hello guys, it's your sense doctor. How's been your day? Today we are talking about youth and power. When we talk about youth and power, we are talking about the usefulness that is found in every youth. Every youth has something to bring to the table. Every youth has a contributive influence. Every youth has a power that when it is well used can bring results. The intention of everyone is to have a wealthy life. The intention of everyone is to be fruitful. The intention of everyone is to have influence. But there's no way you can achieve influence if you don't understand what is within you. And that's why we're talking about your identity. Why do some people find expression without going the bad way? I know we have very bad examples of people that use the wrong approach to achieving success. And today I want to talk to you about how you can achieve success without going through the bad way. Because one thing about bad success is that it backfires. Bad success is not something you can be proud of to your children and to your spouse. Bad success is not something that you'll be very interested in making sure that others are aware of. But when you understand that there is a power in you, that if that power is well utilized, you can achieve success, then you will know that success is possible. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Youth Usefulness. Today I'm talking about the power of the youth. The power of the youth lies in your identity. You know, if you look at yourself from head to toe, you're a component of body, you're a component of spirit, you're a component of your soul. There are people that make wealth for body. They make wealth by hard work. They make wealth by sweating. They need their physical body to produce wealth. Okay? They need their strength to produce wealth. And the level of wealth they accumulate depends on how many hours they put in, how much work they have available, how many pieces of work they can finish. That is the first kind of wealth generating avenue. We also have those that use their intellect. These are people that it's not even about their ability to make a thing. They are not technically oriented in that regard. They are persons that use their ability to manage, to coordinate. They are very creative, either in design. They are very creative, either in content development. They are very creative in their ability not just to write, but to sit down and to envisage a creative response to an existing pattern. So we have those that make wealth from physical strength exertion on their body. We have people that make strength from the mental place, and there are people that make money from the spiritual ability. We call them the genius. We call them the higher level. Their success is not just based on what they can do. Their success is not just based on what they can think, but because there's a higher grace or anointing upon their life, and you must recognize those people, that there is an edge. Not everybody will have to make wealth by working, like physical work. Not everybody will have to make wealth by creating something that is intangible. Not everybody will create wealth just by having a touch to that thing. And so you must recognize everyone that comes around you as an employee, that everybody has their uniqueness. You cannot compare everybody to each other because there is that unique difference that everybody brings to the table. So the question I want to ask you is, what's your identity? No, we are talking about wealth. We are talking about sustainable wealth. We are talking about wealth that you can pass to the next generation. We are talking about how you can make a difference. Wealth is very important. It's a resources that you need to generate riches. And riches is very important. It's a tool. But we are saying that this riches has to be gotten from the right pattern. When you get your riches from the right pattern, it's easy for you to pass the blueprint. That's why you see Toyota, McDonald's, and some other developed countries' innovations are able to share their secret. But if you get your wealth from the wrong pattern, it's very difficult for you to share to others. So you must understand that wealth is attainable in the right way. Okay? If you go through the church or religious system, you will have been told that the place of the higher power is very important. However, when God steps upon your brain, when God steps upon your heart, when God steps upon your intellect, when God steps upon your spirit, there will be a physical production that will be made. This started with an inspiration, and then it went into a creative thought process, and then it went into a physical process. There are those that make money just coming up with the idea. There are those that make money from just looking at the creative process. And there are those that make money actually from being able to produce more. So the wealth of a person that is tangibly involved depends on how many bio he can produce. The wealth of someone that is intellectually involved depends on how much difference he can make in making this bio. So it's not even about the production, it's the innovation that comes with it. So you have a bio that tip is here, can have another one that is air, you can have another one that is air, you can have one that use water, you can have one that use spirit or whatever. So the ability of someone that is physically involved depends on how much time and how much effort is invested in producing one product over and over and over again. While the ability of one that is intellectually connected depends on how much uniqueness, innovation, and creativity the person can bring to the table. And that's where the school system seems not to be being able to produce. Sometimes you go through school and then somebody finishing school and still wanting to produce when they're supposed to be innovative in helping what is existing, making researches and making a difference. So the question is, have you found your unique identity? There are those that are very good in thinking. There are those that are very good in making. And there are those that are very good in inspiring. So you must find yourself. Any of this category can bring you worthwhile income. Any of this category can make you become influential. Again, don't forget that the essence of riches, the essence of money, is to meet needs. So if you chase money at the expense of nothing, not because of any influence, it will be a wrong chase. It's not because you want to chase money and keep it for the rainy day, but you want to solve problems now for the world. The goal should be to have an equal distribution of wealth so that everybody has access. And everyone is rich in something. Everyone is wealthy in something. The only problem is that we don't recognize our contribution. I know you are an employee, for example, now, but you are wealthy. I know you are a child, for example, now, but you are wealthy. I know you are a dependent, but you are wealthy. The only thing is that you've not sharpened the key of mastery to take what you have to where you're supposed to be. So, very, very important, the power of wealth. So, you must start with a good self-esteem. The first thing to do in creating wealth is to have a good self-esteem. There are people that feel that it is a sin for them to be wealthy, the right way. Okay? You'll say poverty is this and this. No. It's not a sin to be wealthy the right way. Recognize that resources, if you develop character, if you develop your esteem, the money should not affect how your life is. It should, however, bring out your true nature. Something that you say, if I have money now, I will have done something great. That's why it's better for you to develop that good self-esteem, so that even when money comes, even when power comes, like people say that absolute power corrupts, you will not be corrupted because of the resources you have. So it is very important for you to have a clear picture of who you are. Develop self-esteem. Expose yourself to meditations. Expose yourself to self-assessment. Expose yourself to feedback and networking. It will allow you to see yourself who you are. And that's why I encourage students to spend time with others. Okay? I encourage students to stay in the hostel so that from interacting with others, it will be easier for you to weigh off your weaknesses and strengthen your strength. So first thing is understand the power of who you are. Okay? Don't be distracted by society, because if you copy society, you'll be sweating. But when you stand with your uniqueness, don't feel a failure if your source of wealth will be from physical labor or from social or whatever opportunities that is available. Be willing to be proud about the uniqueness of identity. Don't conform to the world. Don't conform to the society. Stand out so that you can be relevant. Don't conform to wanting to be popular without doing the growth work. Be you. Develop you. Express you. Master you. And expand you. You may not know what you carry at the moment, but if you are committed to who you are, over time, everybody will come to appreciate you. So, the power of youth and usefulness is to look within, ask yourself, what is unique about me? If you are very sincere, you'll find what is unique about you. If you go to God in prayers, He will tell you what is unique about you. And for some people that spend time with you, they should be able to tell you to your face your wealthy self. So, I am committed to offering sense, to taking you from where you are to where you are supposed to be. And I want you to drop in the comment below the vision you have for your life,